Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome to the Landlord Harassment Channel. So, I'm going to make another video here recapping my latest doctor's visit, my latest health news, and what it all means. So, the title of this video is 502 to 370, what it all means, and what that's a reference to is the fact that I have lost 130 pounds since May of 2021. It is now December, I believe, 9th or 10th of 2022, maybe December 11th. So I just totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so technically it's 132 pounds. But the thing is, I've gone from 502 to 370 in, 19 months now. And, I'm still 370 pounds, so I'm still obese, and I'm still what they would call probably morbidly obese. But the good news is that I am probably the healthiest 370-pound man that you will ever see in your life. Because health isn't really that much about weight as it is how healthy you are internally. Weight is just like a symptom of what's going on inside of you. You see what I'm saying? But I have been eating a clean, unprocessed diet for 19 months now. So I've only had a grand total of 5 cheat days in that time. And even in those cheat days, I didn't touch any kind of like sugar. So I've consumed processed food a total of 5, maybe 6 times in 19 months. And so my body internally is doing what it's supposed to do. Now, here's the other thing. My ideal weight is right around 250, so I still have a long way to go. I still have 120 some odd pounds to lose. And then once I get to 250, I don't care. I mean, the doctors say on their official thing that a guy my height and with my shoulder width, the perfect ideal weight is quote unquote 220. But I'll be happy once I'm at 250. Not that I'm going to stray from my diet, but once I hit 250, I'm not thinking about weight no more. And I'm really not even thinking about it right now. I'm only losing 5 or 6 pounds a month right now, and that's totally cool with me. Totally cool with me. Like I've said in other videos, I could have lost my weight a lot faster and been at my ideal weight already had I tried one of these diets that other people go on, like the low-carb diet, low-salt diet, low-fat diet, all that stuff. But all that stuff is nonsense. Body needs carbs, body needs salt, body needs fat. What your body doesn't need is preservatives and additives, and that's why I always say you only have 2 enemies on the road to good health, which are preservatives and additives. They are the 2 things that are the antithesis to every kind of health you could imagine. They are the 2 things that cause every kind of disease you could imagine. All these cancers and stuff that people end up with and various health diseases are caused by preservatives and additives, which is why people didn't get used to get these diseases before, the 1930s. Now, are preservatives and additives the cause of every single disease ever known to man? No. But they are the cause of 90% of the diseases and the health issues that we have today, especially in America. So I will always preach that and bang that drum, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of preservatives and additives, and as long as you get rid of preservatives and additives, you can eat what you want. I've said in other videos that you eat the same basic stuff when you're eating healthy as you do when you're living off fast food. What do you get from a fast food restaurant? Burgers and chicken sandwiches, right? Meat, beef, and chicken are healthy in and of themselves. It's when companies like McDonald's get a hold of them and these supermarket companies get a hold of them and they inject them with all kinds of chemicals to make them last longer and to make them addictive and stuff. Those are the things that mess your system up, because those are the things that cause your body to process food differently than it normally would. It's not about how much fat you put in your system. It's the fact that the additives and preservatives you're putting into your system changes the way your body processes fat. See what I'm saying? So Man, it makes your body store more fat than it otherwise would. So there you go. I wish people knew how easy is to get healthy. People try so many different diets and crash work exercise routines and all this. Uh, what's the thing that's the big craze right now that people are doing in all the gyms right now for exercise? I forget what it's called, but it's like a bunch of burpees and it's a bunch of really fast, really heavy workouts. Oh man, I'm sure somebody out here could tell me what it was, but for the last 2 or 3 years, it's been like this big health craze. And those are good workouts. I'm not saying they're not. But what people do is they go and do that for like a month until they get sick of it, and then they fall right back into their old diet. So I owe all my health, I mean, with the exception of the Lord above, making sure that I stay healthy, I owe all the health that I've gained and regained over the last 19 months to the fact that I just gave up the preservatives and chemicals that are injected into most foods. You know, it's not just about weight loss. It's not just about the 130 pounds that I've lost. It's about every part of my internal structure being 110% healthier and more functional than it used to be. You know what I'm saying? So, this weight loss, I'm very proud of it. My doctor's visit went well. My doctor's very happy with what I'm doing. And I'm very proud of it. But I'm most proud of just the overall health aspects because, just because you're losing weight don't mean you're healthy, right? Weight is not a problem. Weight is a symptom of a problem. Okay? Weight is an outward sign of an internal problem. You know what I'm saying? So I just lost my train of thought again. But okay, so I am just basically proud of the overall health. The fact that my eyes are clearer and my skin is clearer and that my muscles function better and so on and so forth. And that the fact that I don't run out of breath as easy and all that sort of stuff. All that sort of stuff is way more important to me than the weight. Because like I said, if I would have wanted to lose all this weight quicker, I could have done it. But it would have been at considerable risk to my overall long-term health. And as a guy in my 40s, I have to think about long-term health. I want to have a little bit of youthful energy left when I hit my 50s. My 50s might be way years off, but years off isn't that far off, you know what I'm saying? And I want to have energy when I hit my 60s too. I want to be like Vince McMahon. You know who Vince McMahon is? This is a dude who works like 16-hour days. And that dude is like 75. He's just now slowing down, and he's 77 years old. But he kept up a crazy schedule into his mid-70s because he eats healthy. And he doesn't mess with processed food. So that's what I want to be like. So yeah. So a message to anybody out there that's just like looking to get healthier, lose weight, whatever. First understand that you have time. You don't have to lose all the weight in a month or 2 months or 3 months. And especially if you're younger. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. And I know that saying gets used a lot where it's like totally cliche because in some cases it isn't true. In some cases, fast and burstful wins the race. But when it comes to weight loss and overall health, slow and steady really is the way to go. And it really is the best way to long-term success to a healthier, thinner body. Okay, so that's all for today. That's all I got for you. I'm going to make another video later about coming off of a Tenolol. I've made a couple of videos about that already. I just entered my next phase of it. So anyway, my Cash App's linked down below. Please show your love. Talk to you guys soon.